You got the clutch fan delete? With the V6E fan, protect your upper radiator hose. Here's how. All right, guys, so my hose was pretty bad. It was digging in very bad on one of the fins here on the V6 OEM electric fan. What I'm gonna do is round this off a little bit with my Dremel. And I got a new hose for it over here from Gates. I got a new hose. What I'm gonna do is cut out a section of this, right, and wrap it onto the new hose. And Matt Fikak made a good point as well. Your thermostat housing, when you put your hose on, it's, you know, sometimes these can be stuck on. I had to cut mine to get it off. That's how stuck it was. So if you're gonna do a new hose, or you can move it, rotate it so it stays away from the fins. So it's touching and you just rotate it a little bit on the housing and it'll stay away. But for backup, you know, for contingency, we'll cut a piece on and we'll attach it to the new hose. All right, so I installed a new upper radiator hose and I did rotate it on the housing, the thermostat housing. So it's away from the tab right now. But what happens when the rubber gets hot? It likes to sag, fills up with coolant, and it's eventually gonna hit. So what I did was I cut a piece out of the old hose, slap it on right there. I'm gonna put a zip tie around this, so if it ever decides to come back and hit, it won't start rubbing on the upper radiator hose and causing a hole. And here's the indent that the fan made on my hose. It's pretty bad. I know a lot of you checked and you get the same thing, if not worse, just a little bit, whatever it is. That's where mine was. Now imagine being on the highway in the dead heat of summer and that thing decides to squirt out and you got a leak. And if you look in right there, you can see the indent that thing was gonna do. That eventually was gonna poke through. It's probably very thin right there. That's why I replaced my hose. Zip ties on, piece of rubber's here. It's not the prettiest looking thing. I'm gonna have to trim that a little bit, but you get the point, okay? It's protected. Just a heads up for you guys who got the V6 OEM electric fan in with the clutch fan delete. All right, guys, stay tuned. Peace.